And it's got me kind of thinking, so it has, Ben Habib. If someone's on a kind of lower to mid salary, I wonder if there's people now pondering, is it worth me going to work? We're seeing lots of incentives now for people that are, very much on the lower end and on benefits. The social tariff I was looking at earlier on for broadband, mobile phones, etc. Are we de-incentivising people to go out and work?
Completely de-incentivising. If you look at the average wage in the United Kingdom, which is about £26,000 a year, about £500 pounds a week, it's only marginally ahead of what you can get on universal credit, which is in the high 200s. And of course, you pay tax on your 500 and whatever you get per week. And there are lots of people who aren't earning the average. They are earning, by definition, below the average, because the average is struck when you take the entire working populace into account. And we're seeing this in the figures. So even though the Prime Minister, and rightly was pulled up by Keir Starmer on this, has repeatedly said in the Commons that we have one of the lowest unemployment rates in a decade coming out of the pandemic. That may be the case, but that's only because the unemployment figures measure only those people who are looking for a job. We actually have a record 5.6 million people. Just ponder and think about that at the moment. 5.6 million people claiming universal credit. That is over 20% of the UK, that is about 20% of the UK workforce claiming benefits. That is terrible.
But a lot of those people will work and having their income topped up by benefits. There'll be a lot of people will say about in-work poverty and stuff like that. So, not everyone on universal credit, for example,
but
doesn't
what
work.
sort of system enables 5.6 million people or encourages 5.6 million people to effectively rely on the state for their livelihood?
A system that has rewarded people to pay their workers wages that are not livable.
There is something, I completely agree with you, there's something that's gone fundamentally wrong in the way that our economy is working. And we talked about a 3% reduction in real wages this year. Actually, over the last 12 years of Conservative government, which champions, obviously, a capitalist system, under the Conservative government, wages have gone up 5% in nominal terms since 2010, and inflation has been 35%. Real wages have actually shrunk by 25% under this Conservative capitalist system. And it's because we don't have a truly Conservative government. It's because we don't have a capitalism that now works. What we have is a larger and ever more invasive nanny state. I call it a wet nurse now. I think nanny state we've left in the rearview mirror ages ago. And people are discouraged from working. Why would you go to work if you can receive very close to what you get in work by staying at home?